What it do, G? Everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. It's the Kickback Network with your host, Cuddy J. I know I started a little bit later than normal. It's been a tripped out day for me. But let's get into some news. Topic I want to speak about is DJ Vlad from Vlad TV. DJ Vlad, he was interviewing rapper Oskino from the group State Property, and they get into a debate about black people being racist. So what happened, just to break it down, Vlad, this is the FBAs, and said that they are racist for boycotting not boycotting black shops, for boycotting African shops. And I guess it's come from a lady that was, the ladies, they buy the hair and the weaves and all that stuff, the wigs from the African shops, But I guess they get, mistreated or disrespectful. So the black women, they wonder why all these the Africans and Indians and all that, they set up shop in the black neighborhoods and make money off of them, but they treat them bad with disrespect. So black women are starting to boycott these African shops. I don't know where, but it's I'm gonna let y'all hear this clip.
Come on, man. Please don't dog me. Not all Chinese people eat dog. I mean, but you come on, man. They all bring their dogs to. I've eaten goat. I said, not come here. Oh, no, they do not have dogs. But it's not American. So I think it's like got a certain place. You look at millions of people.
If you want to build an app and have no idea how to...
All right, guys, I'm trying to get to that part. Y'all know this is going all that bullshit. I'm trying to actually get to the part.
So a person that's Chinese shouldn't take offense if you think they try your dog. They be like, you can't be a man here, the cameraman, we're talking before the interview. There's a whole thing right now. They're telling foundational black Americans, people that were born in America, to boycott African shops on August 1st. This is a thing. For what, though? Because there's...
Now, this is Vlad from Vlad TV, interviewing Oskino Vasquez from State Property, one of my favorite guys from the group. They're having a debate about, can black people be racist or can they not be racist? We always have this discussion about black people being racist or can they be racist. I will say this before I even get into the show. I will say this. I know a lot of black people that are prejudiced. I'm not going to say racist, but if you want, I know a lot of black people that don't care for white people. They don't care for African people either. And they don't care for Asians or Mexicans. But the reason for us to be upset with African people, even though they black just like we are, and we can be a descent from them as well. The Africans, they think they're a lot better than us, black Americans. They come over here, they turn their nose up at us. They think we lazy. They think we they think we are a problem to society. We don't never tell them that they smell bad, right? But anyway, that's beside the point. They had a debate saying that black people can be racist. The reason why I'm talking about Vlad in this situation, because Vlad is married to a black woman. He's been married to a black woman for years. He's been in the culture he's been in the industry for a long time. He's been around black people. But my thing is with Vlad. I think Vlad is starting to get a lot comfortable making these statements about black people or toward black people or, jumping in the lane with black people. I think he's just starting to get a little too comfortable. You see what he did. He said the Farrakhan years back, and it caused some problems with a lot of people. He finally apologized about the Louis Farrakhan situation. Now he comes back with this. Let me get back to the interview.
African stores are not black owned. It's a whole thing right now. I think it's stupid. First of all, I think it's
well. Guess what? First of all, if it's an African shop, it's not black owned. It's African owned. It's they are black people, but they don't consider themselves black Americans. It's just kind of like if you got some Italians, right? I'm not going to say Italian. If you got some people that's from Spain and Europe, they not going to identify with the Mexicans. Not like they identify with Portuguese. So it's just like the blacks over here in the United States. We don't identify with the Africans over there. We don't identify with the Africans in London or France. So they was making a debate saying who's the most racist. Or can black people be racist? I will stand the gun behind it and say, yes, black people can be prejudiced. I know a lot of people that are black, they don't care about white people. They don't care about Mexican people. They don't care about Chinese people.
Dude, let me ask you a question though. Look, what do Africans sell in their stores? Well, like hair braiding and stuff like that. Like this one African woman who has a hair braiding store had to do a whole apology and blah, blah, blah.
So what's up, Lisa? How you doing? How you doing, sweetie? So when he's saying FBAs, saying they racist and all that, so this is not really him calling out. He's not trying to call out our black people, which he really is. But it seems like it's a woman problem to me. Like women are the only ones that go to those African shops to shop at. Us men, we don't go to no African shop to get our stuff out. At least I don't. I don't go get my grease for my hair or whatever I need to cut my hair from the African places. I mean, I go where I can go. I mean, they got my clippers, I go. But I mean, what the fuck am I boycott some shit for? So I mean, I wish Vlad would have said black women in certain areas are starting to boycott these African shops based on how they treat people. I mean, like you ever been to a Jamaican place? You got you some Jamaican food. Jamaicans, they're gonna always talk with a rude attitude towards you, but they're gonna take care of you. They're gonna sound rude to you, but they're gonna take care of you. These Africans, and on the other hand, they come over here, they think they run shit. And I know a few Africans that is pretty nice. The ones that work at the gas station, a couple of them they cool with me, at least I can say that. But the thing is, I guess the question is, can black people be racist?
If I was an African person with African braided store, I wouldn't even apologize. These girls gonna still get her braided. Period. They might not come on as the first. They gonna come the second. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna do that. But whoever came up with went to an African store is a bozo, man. How do you look at black person and African person is basically the same thing? I mean, so here we go. There's a TikTok fueled boycott that's happening right now.
Black people in Africa is not the same.
Let me see. Okay, so an alarming social media call to action spearheaded by the hashtag #ShayAShelf as part of the contentious debate with the black community, calling for a boycott of African-owned braiding shops, restaurants, and retail stores beginning August 1st. So while proponents articulate grievances of disrespect, mistreatment, and undervaluation, particularly within the lucrative black hair industry, this internal strife risks fracturing community, facing pervasive external anti-blackness from colonizers and their minions. So basically, they're calling for a boycott. They're telling black Americans to boycott African hair shops. Well, that must be a girl thing. You don't think that's racist?
See, look at that.
You don't think that's racist?
So we all listening to that? Like and subscribe. You listen to that? He said that sounds like a girl thing. That's the same thing I said. It sounds like a girl thing to me. It doesn't sound like it's a racist thing or blacks hating on Africans, and don't even start that. So that's what we saying right now. We're talking about Vlad sticking his face in black business. You putting your business, you sticking your face in black business. Now, I know it's a double standard because, black people always make statements toward white people or toward any other race. And we don't feel like nobody should respond or react on when we say stuff. But, when white people do make statements toward black people, we do react and we do get alarmed by that shit. But the thing about it, when you're wrong about making a statement, that's what the catch is to me. The statement you made, you try to single out saying black people are racist because they boycott some old African shop that sells hair and wigs and makeup instead of just saying what it really is. And guess what? Even if they are boycotting the places, they have their reasons they have a reason why they boycotting this spot.
towards each other. Black Americans being racist towards African blacks. You don't think that's racist? I think that's racist. I think, first of all, I don't know who said that. We kind of in the video, this girl Shay had said, Black Americans, come here. There's a message for y'all, especially my Black American women. Come here, listen. I think it's time for us to show how strong, how powerful the Black American dollar is. Since they don't believe us, it's time to boycott the Brady shots. This is what I think it's time to do.
So that sounds like a woman thing to me, buddy.
Let's spray our own hair, for our own small businesses. Stop going to the braid shops. Teach them how to have some fucking respect, because they have none. Black American power, Black American dollar. They need us. We don't need them. Remember that. Do I wish there's be unity in the community? Absolutely. That ain't gonna happen until they give us our fucking respect. They've never done it. So fuck all that. Boycott time. That's what I say. On August, it's July 29th. Let me tell you that for 3 days. I'm gonna tell you
y'all bear with me right quick. Y'all bear with me.
For that 1 day. For 1 day. August 1st. So this was sound like to me. It's like some girl was in a shop that I heard to braid it and got the argument.
Hold that thought, Lisa. Somebody get right to you.
She went out and did all this extra
Somebody get right to it. Let me share a few things.
Got their hair braided not too long ago in the African shop, and they ain't seen nothing about. They got their hairs braided over there. Today, listen, there we go. You gonna boycott? Any of y'all going boycott? We have 2 black women. You get your hair braided by the Africans not too long ago?
I just went today and they are lovely. It's a person.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, enough of that right there. Okay, we heard that part right there. That's enough on that right there. So the question is, do you think blacks can be racist? Lisa, you say you don't shop at African shops. I don't. I can tell you, I wouldn't think you shop at African shops because your hair, you don't go buy weaves and extensions and wigs. So yeah, I wouldn't think that you would be shopping at a African place because you don't need to go there. Matter of fact, you have the kind of hair that chicks put in their hair anyway. You can sell your hair to these chicks that's buying hair from the African places or the Asian places. So the thing is, with these women boycotting, with Vlad saying all that, what women gonna go buy their hair from then? They're gonna go buy from the Asians, the Middle Eastern people that got their hair salon in the hood. Cause it seems like to me, everybody that's that set up shop with their own business in the hood are non-black people. You don't see too many blacks having business in their hood. So they got their own hair store. You probably see some barbershops, if anything, but for stores, corner stores, markets. No, it's gonna be owned by somebody else from a different country. They might look like they black people, but they don't think like us black Americans. They turn their nose up at us. I don't want to go nowhere where they have spending my money with them and they turning their nose up at me all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna boycott them. And here's the question: how long are they gonna boycott? You know, women are always talking about boycotting and doing all this stuff like this. When I say women, black women, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. Black women are always trying to boycott stuff, like Target. Women gave up on the boycott less than 3 days. They stopped boycotting after 3 days. They start going back to Target, which I think is dumb to boycott a spot. If I need that motherfucker, if a place got what I need, I'm shopping there to get it. I don't care what that place has done or said to whatever. It's closer and I need it, so I'm gonna go right there. All the wig shotguns. So where these women gonna go get their wigs from? Talking about boycott. And Vlad, like we say, Vlad, he's getting a little bit too comfortable with the black culture. For him to make a statement like that. And the killing part about it to me, the fact who he said it around Oskino. I'm surprised Oskino didn't just go off. How you doing today, by the way, Miss Lisa? Yeah, this shit tripping right quick, man. Yeah, I'm doing good. You see, it been slow at work. It been like right now we at the slow. It's been a slow summer at work anyway. I've been making half of the money I normally make when I go to work. The summer been real slow. Now it's kind of slow still because of school starting. But it's gonna be another 2, 3 weeks before everything picks back up though. But other than that, my day is my day. I'm having a good time. I really came into the night not having no topic to speak about nothing. But I didn't want to miss another live either. I didn't want to go another night without doing a live because I might gonna do a live tomorrow unless something really exclusive pop up to me to go talk about. But before I had got home, I ran across this video, this interview of Vlad debating with Oskino from State Property about black people being racist. And debating if black people can be racist. So my question is, can black people be racist? And toward Africans at that, toward Africans. Now I can see black people being prejudiced toward other white people or Mexicans or Asians because some of us have that in our head that they don't like, some of them don't like us. Yeah, I think I'm the same way. At least I think they can't be racist because you look at the term racist, it means, to oppress another race or somebody, a skin color. But I think a lot of black people are prejudiced. I always say this, the most dangerous and safest woman in the world is a white lady. And the two most prejudiced people in the world is old white men and black women. I made that statement a couple times. When you look at some of my old videos, I made that statement saying white women are they're the safest and most dangerous people on earth. And I said the most hated person on earth is a black man. And the two most prejudiced people on earth are old white men and black women. Now, right there, Vlad, you might don't be wrong. Black women is not hard for them. All it takes is one thing for them to be mad and look at you wrong, gone. You do one thing, black women will cut you off. Now, this whole thing, Vlad and Oskino debating about don't have nothing to do with black people. This has something to do with black women tired of going to these African shops, getting mistreated by these Africans behind the money they spending, keeping their business alive. What it do, Virgo Queen, baby? Ain't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Hope everything been good with you, Miss Lady. I hope you had a great weekend. And I hope your Monday started off great as well. But that's what's going on right now. Vlad, he says he's stupid. He thinks it's stupid that they boycotting the shop. I think don't you have a reason and a valid reason, which they do, fuck them. But where you gonna go buy your hair at? Where you gonna go? Where you go? You're still gonna go outside the box and spend money to get your hair right. Right on, you deal with busy, but okay. You still gotta spend your money with somebody that's not black to buy hair. Name a store in your black community that's owned by black people that sells hair. I got some friends that are African, but they're not tapped into the Black American culture. They don't know nothing about the Black American stuff like Black Americans do. They don't know about our food. If they do know about anything that's Black culture, it's the popular stuff like entertainers and stuff like that. They're not tapped into the Black culture, so don't try to even put us in with them. I know some Africans that are Americanized. They were born over here. They got an African last name. They African descent, but they act like black people. Or some of them act like they white people. Don't know any. I remember years ago in Shreveport, Louisiana, they had a big thing about boycotting the Dollar Mania out there because the dude Nas out there at one of those locations in Shreveport. The Dollar Mania, I did a video about that too. They ended up jumping on the black man, the old black man that was trying to steal it. Well, he did steal about the store. So they jumped on the black man. I did a video and have the footage of them jumping on the black man. They were talking about boycotting Dollar Mania 2 years ago. I bet people still, there's somebody walking out of Dollar Mania right now. It's a black lady walking out of Dollar Mania right now with a bag full of hair. Let's see. It's great. I'm laughing. A lot of people been sending me a lot of gangbanging shit, articles and stuff about gangbanging stuff. One thing I don't do, if I'm gonna talk about gangs, I don't get outside. I'm not gonna talk about no other gangs business. I'm gonna talk about 6-0 business. I'm gonna talk about neighborhood business. I'm not gonna talk about no Hoovers, no Bloods, none of that. I'm not gonna do that. That's not for me to talk about. All right, I got two women on here. Now, Virgo, Queen, I know you you get your hair braided up sometime, and you go to these places. Do you get treated with disrespect from these African ladies or the Middle Easterns or the Asians who run the places? You seen that? Oh yeah, you see, you bounce to another topic right quick. Hold up. You bounce to another topic. Oh, mama, hold that thought, Lisa. You have to another. Hold up, y'all bounce to another topic quick. Hey, we're gonna hold that right there. We're gonna talk about the black man wearing the miniskirts only in Atlanta, Georgia. Only in Atlanta, Georgia. I probably you probably see some black men wearing skirts. We just had the red dress run in New Orleans the other day. We talked about the men wearing the dresses there. Some of them being straight, some of them being gay. But the thing about that situation, it was women out there too doing the little run and walk. But that wasn't the punctuation of the event. They made sure that America seen black men with dresses on, running around New Orleans doing the French Quarter when they had all type of participants in it, from black, white, women, male, whatever, old, young. They made sure that they pointed out that it was black men in dresses, just so we could have something to say. Yeah, it's just Atlanta. Hey, Dallas got a neighborhood right there, Oak Lawn, Turtle Creek. My bad, down there, down my town, in Uptown, outside the Uptown area, Oak Lawn, Turtle Creek, Lemon Avenue. That's the neighborhood. I mean, that they have all their gay clubs over there. But I don't see them wearing skirts. Every city has a gay community. Every big city, anyway. Every major city has a big gay community. And they have gay parades, or whatever. They have their gay parade, or whatever. That shit really goes down. But yeah, back to the boycott. The getting your hair braided and all that. So where would you go get to buy your hair if you're gonna boycott? Y'all are not good at banning, y'all are not good at boycotting things, just to let y'all know. Y'all are not good at boycotting things. When y'all say y'all gonna boycott some stuff, y'all, okay, so you're gonna order for Amazon. You're still trying to stop the other race from getting the black dollar, right? So who's the person at Amazon is gonna be selling it to you? The whole purpose is boycotting the people that don't like you, mistreating you. You're still getting that hair from them. Think about it anyway. If it was a black business, it ain't like black people gonna support it anyway. Black people like going on outside the box and go spend their money. They not gonna go spend their money with Tamika and Tony and Tyrone. If they had a hair spot, they not gonna do that. They gonna try to get deals and hookups. Can I get buy one get one free? Can I bring you back $20 tomorrow? That type of shit. But they go to the African spots and the Asian spots and the Middle Eastern spot and give them their whole dollar. Thank y'all for tapping in. This Cuddy J, the host of the Kickback Network, man. Y'all hit that like button. If it's your first time coming to the channel, you hit the subscribe button. Show some love. A lot of birthdays today. Oh, she look pretty good. We be quiet though. But yeah, Vlad called black people racist. Or the FBA is racist. Because they want to boycott. You tell them, Virgo, yeah, we tap in, we'll love to hear y'all talk. See, Virgo, she queen on the same level. We getting tired of people, just tuning in, watching, and ain't talking, ain't intervening. They just looking. Like they scared to say something like we're gonna see who they are if they come in. And see as soon as you start talking like that though, as soon as I start talking like that, they get off the screen. Like they like that's how crazy it is. You can start talking, and you call them out for not typing it, intervening, they jump off the screen. But then again, I know why it is, because some people they can't. If you on your laptop, on your TV, you cannot comment. Just to let you know that right now. If you're trying to comment, you only can comment on your phone. And you have to be logged in on YouTube. You can't be not logged in on your account to comment. You have to be logged in on your account to comment. So some of y'all probably not even logged in on your YouTube account. That's why you can't comment. And some of y'all probably don't even have a YouTube account. That's probably why you can't comment. They have an account for everything else except YouTube. Let's do it. Everybody text me. Then go get you. Yeah, easy. I invest more in good shampoo and conditioner to keep my hair healthy. I can buy that. And that's what I'm talking about, Lisa. Hell yeah. As long as you keep your hair conditioned and you shampoo it the correct way properly and the time you're supposed to do it, especially without having always add chemical seal shit. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think some people heard they get unhealthy hair. Their hair be unhealthy because they put so many chemicals in their hair. You know, and put so many processes and all that, so your hair start to thin out and break. But yeah, I think they messed up when they took the pink oil moisturizers off the shelf. Those the black person's thing. Yeah, that perm and stuff, man. I used to back in the day, them perms back in the day, I just see women with their scalp burnt on the side of their hair burnt off because the perm used to burn their shit. That's why a lot of black women do wear. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting somebody's talking to me in the text, and I'm letting them know I'm on my live right now. If they want to talk, they can bring this chat. They can bring this come over to my live. It's throwing me off my jiggle. You heard me? Yeah, that's when you stop perming your hair and putting process on your hair started thickening up a little bit. And that's why you start to see most of these guys, they starting to go bald when they get in their late 30s and early 40s. Some of these guys starting to go bald when they get in their early 30s. But that's because they've been putting all them S curls on their head back in the day. They put the Duke relaxers on their head. They put all these processed chemicals in their head to make their hair look good when they was teenagers. Now that they older, they don't even got hair no more. See, me, I still got a head full of hair. I can grow an afro if I want to. And my shit ain't even great. I still got it. I can grow my shit. I can grow an afro if I want to. And my line though still there. So, yeah. And like I've already said it already, guys, I sure appreciate y'all for tapping in with me once again tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you guys tapping in. Like I said, y'all tap in when nobody else is here. I know I kind of started late tonight, but hey, it's something that got to get done. You see your daughter use oh, that's Lisa said she used to perm her hair, but it didn't damage her hair because her mom was a beautician and showed her how to do it the right way. And that's good. As long as you're doing it's the right way to doing everything. But I think sometimes, when people do it too much, it ends up being wrong. All right, I see as other people tap in, I'm gonna have to bring up the topic of the show because it seemed like the showrunner is keeping them tapped in, and then when we talk about something else, it throws them off and they get out of it. I know a lot of people are clicking on this show just to see what we talking about on the racist tip, or what we said. They want to know what we saying about Vlad, and that's why I try to keep the content or the topic on the same throughout the night. I try to, get y'all to engage with the topic as well as much as I am, and don't shoot and jump to other topics real quick because we be having something going right then. I think some people they be wanting to express their feelings or say something about the topic, but when we're not talking about it, they think we're not talking about it no more, so they get off the show. I like the and guess what? And Queen and Lisa, y'all my homies, y'all the homegirls. If y'all feel uncomfortable about talking about some of the stuff that I be speaking on, y'all don't want. Cause I noticed a couple times I brought up topics and y'all don't really just stick to them. Y'all kind of like y'all don't have no thoughts about them or no type of take on them. I don't know if it's some y'all probably just don't want to speak against or speak up for. Yeah, they do need to open their mouth though. I mean, on everything. Though. It's like they sitting around. But like I said, man, some of them people, man, just people who just like to watch me, man. I think, like I said, I know for a fact, some people they get a kick and thrill out of just sitting there watching me being anonymous. Like I got a friend. She's gonna be she wants to be anonymous. It's just how she is. But yeah, I know it's just people get a kick out of just sitting back listening because they don't want to know. Because most of the time, it's somebody who I don't know watch my show, and they don't want me to know they're watching the show, and they want to be they watching the show to go back to report things. And I told y'all I already say people be going back. I told y'all people go back and say things that I don't say on my show. People go back and run and put words in my mouth that I said this on my live because they know one thing. Nobody's not going to go back and watch the show. Nobody's not going to go back and watch your show to see what you said word for word, especially if it's an hour, 2 hours long. Yeah, they've been Shreveport. I know it is. I know they've been Shreveport. Like I have a situation, I did a video 2 years ago that I called out somebody for a situation. And apparently I guess somebody had told that person that I dogged them out and I called them out their names, all type of bitches and hoes, which I ain't even cursed that much on the fucking on the video. But I did make my point on what I was saying. But I never talked about this person, dog played them or none of that way. But the fact that they had listened to what somebody else said, they took it and ran with it. And then everybody thinking I ain't dogged this woman out and called her out her name and shit. So I told my homeboys, I said, hey, go check the video out since y'all ain't watched the video and nobody else ain't watched the video. Go watch the video. Started at 11 minutes. You can watch the whole video if you want to, but start at 11 minutes because that's when I started talking about her. And that's what I said, what I had to say about her. The video ain't number 15 minutes long. And at 11 minutes, that's when I started talking about this particular person. And I was done talking about it in 2 minutes. I explained what I had to say about it and why I'm saying what I'm saying about it at the time of the video, and I left it alone. But somebody ran and told the lady that I did all this and said all this about her, and she didn't even go check herself to see if I said what I said.
I'm listening.
She didn't even go check herself to go see what I said. Now I got some Shreveporters, man. They when they stick their head in here, they let themselves be known. And then again, it might don't be no Shreveporters, man. It just might be some people who just zooming, skimming through their YouTube channel, and they just happen to stop on my page and bounce, and moved around. I even got the video horror. I got it vertical now. I got it on vertical now to try to get a different look, or the chat room will look a little different for you guys. Maybe y'all can chat a little bit. Maybe y'all don't feel like a caveman on the chat room when I do it vertical. Y'all can see how it is. I hit that like button. Hit that like button. I got it vertical that way you can hit the like button now. You should have no questions on what I need to do to hit the like button, or what I do. How do I chat? How do I comment? Y'all be on Facebook all day. Y'all know what them icons stand for. Y'all know how to hit the like button. Y'all know how to comment and chat. But I know that's not what y'all here for. Y'all here to see if y'all can find some shit that I'm going to see about somebody the way you run and tell them. Which I won't have nothing bad to say about nobody anyway. This is not about nobody. This is about Vlad TV. DJ Vlad, him showing his race card. Him calling out people saying they're racist and prejudiced because they want to boycott situations. But there's a lot of people that are YouTube dumb as hell though. They not really rap type when it comes to YouTube. Well, at least they say they don't know how to they don't understand YouTube. But like I said, if you on your laptop, oh, you just throwing it out there. See, Lisa brought it back. Oh look, Lisa always bring it back. Lisa said people can spend their money however they want to. You motherfucking right. I'm like, you're not gonna tell me what it's like. I remember it was I remember a while back I was scrolling on my Facebook timeline and somebody I read a post, somebody saying, "Are we still boycotting Target?" I was like, shit, when did we start boycotting Target? When did we start boycotting Target? I have been a couple times since, if that's the case, but I don't even, Target is not a thing that it's not my go-to. I got a Target right here, that's closer, and I got a Walmart down the street. Walmart is a little further than it. Target is closer to my crib than Walmart. I can walk to Target. I got to drive to Walmart or catch the bus down there. So I still choose to go to Walmart. Target doesn't have the things I need all the time. So when they say they boycotting Target, for what reason is the first thing that came to my head? Why they boycotting Target? You right there, Queen. Boycotting don't fix nothing. It doesn't fix nothing. I remember they called themselves boycotting the Dollar Mania in Shreveport, right there on 70th Street. I remember when they did that. That didn't last long. I bet. I wish the person that created eyelashes say some racist shit. I wish that the person that created eyelashes say some racist shit. They sure don't sit down. They know what nobody never did sit the boycott. Niggas would counsel each other and live and take it to their grave before they boycott a white business or anybody else's business. We would counsel the Puff Daddies, the Diddies. We'll counsel like the Trick Daddies gonna get counseled by black women now, or women period, because what he said. It's easy to counsel each other, but you won't boycott on these other people. You need them, and they know what they know that we depend on them. They know that's why they don't care. That's why some of them talk with that attitude in our neighborhoods. I love my 7-Elevens because some of them got some cool store clerks there. Like my 7-Eleven up the street, I've been going to that 7-Eleven for about 15, 16 years, probably longer than that. Them guys always be good with me. You got the store right here, Circle K. They got the Valero. They got I don't know what type of Africans they are. They got one black dude working up in there. They used to have a white dude working up in there. He doesn't work there no more. I noticed each place got somebody that's either American or some different race working in there. Some of them don't last that long. But I noticed they treat you, they disrespectful up in there. They try to mock the way you talk sometimes. They try to play with you like they just trying to, be cool with you about your culture, but they really just mocking you on how you talk because they see how we act on TV and they think every black person they encounter, when they see them, they think this is how we are. Like I go up to the store, I'm in the store one day in line, I get my beer, my cigars. He go one African dude, oh, what's up, man? What's up? And this is what happened a couple of years ago. So here I am, I'm a 40-some-year-old man having this African dude who greets me or however he embraces me with, oh, what's up with it, man? What you, you chilling today, man? Like talking to me like that, like that's the way I'm supposed to be. Because I guess that's what he got on TV or whatever. But I knew he was one of those guys that just came over here trying to imitate our style, but he mocking us being funny. They want to cancel BET. So I didn't hear about that, but I do know that there's no more BET awards, there's no more Soul Train awards. I know they're not doing that no more. That is canceled indefinitely. All the clown shit is gone. BET, if they are canceling BET, guess what? BET had a great run. Us black people don't watch BET no more anyway. How many times you go? I used to watch BET a lot when I was young, back in the 80s and 90s. I couldn't wait till Video Soul came on with Donnie Simpson. It came on every night during the week at 8 o'clock, and you get about 20 videos. This is before 106 in Park and Rap City. See, Video Soul came on at nighttime. It didn't show rap videos back then. So only a couple of rappers probably got some play back then, like LL and Heavy D. But Video Soul was it showed you 20 videos in 2 hours. And like it'd be like a countdown to the top 10, and like some videos went number 1. That's how we learned about new songs back then and new artists. Video Soul. I couldn't wait to watch Donnie Simpson. And what's the girl named Cheryl? The pretty chick. You knew who I'm talking about, Lisa. I sure appreciate that, yeah. So, but yeah, BET I heard about. I can see BET about to shut down. We don't look at BET no more. All they show is reruns on BET. What they show on BET, we can watch on our Fire Stick or F Movies or Tubi or any one of those sites. We don't even check for BET no more. The only reason why I was watching BET after Video Soul was I used to watch Comic View. I think Comic View used to come over there. I don't know. I used to watch BET for Video Soul, Rap City The Basement, and 106 in Park. There was no other reason for me to watch the BET station. I don't know nobody that's what BET started showing you reruns of Martin and other shows that they thought black people would like to tune into still. If I want to watch my old shit, I just go to my movie app. No commercials. Zeus Network, I don't like that either. I mean, because I'm gonna tell you what. Now, from what I know on Zeus Network, it only showcases women fighting each other. You got the baddies. It doesn't have no. It's not no shows on there that showcasing black people in a positive way. Zeus ain't nothing but a clown show too. The baddies, all that shit right there. People think all black women act like that. All they doing is showing black women fighting and shit. And somebody fighting bad. And then they want to break them up. Let them hoes fight. You don't see them doing the white reality shows like that. The Real Housewives of Dallas, the Real Housewives of Denver or some shit like that. Then you don't see them white girls fighting on their shows. Zeus ain't nothing but a bunch of mess too. And what kills me, I be seeing women that participate in watching the Zeus shit and the baddie shit, but be on social media talking about I don't like watching negative shit and all that bullshit, messy shit. When you watch Zeus every night, I watched that shit one time. I was with my ex. Me and my ex was together. I came home from work one night and she was in the living room one night just watching Zeus. Normally she'd be in the bedroom, but she decided to watch Zeus, the baddies, in the living room that night. That's normally why I guess it was a way to just want to be around me or whatever. But anyway, I decided to sit there and watch the Zeus shit with her, the Zeus shit. It was entertaining for a minute, and then I started frowning. As time went by. And it got to a point where she said, baby, why you looking like that? You okay? I said, yeah, I'm good, baby. Yeah, that shit wild. And she was like, okay. And I just left it at that. I just shook my head. I said, this shit, she is entertained by this shit. You pretty much watch what you are. You watch what you are. If I watch jail movies all the time, or watch movies about, because you're infatuated by prison life and stories. If I watch mob movies and movies that selling drugs and stuff all the time, I'm infatuated by the drug shit. You watching the Zeus channel with them hoes fighting each other every 5 seconds just to get broken up in 3 seconds. You like the messy shit. Here's another black network. There's just one show that I respect because it shows the black people in a more high society, positive way. I think it takes places in DC or Baltimore or the Maryland area or the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, showing you how black people are living in a positive way. They got these black women with these nice houses, nice businesses, cars, their husbands lit, everything going on. There's no fighting, no argument going on. They don't make this show doesn't make the news in the T app and the Black Twitter and the Shade Room. This show doesn't make that because they don't give you the drama that Zeus gives you. Now, don't get me wrong. I love to see some bitches fight each other, but once they start grabbing the hair and all that shit right there, nah, I don't even want to see no fight. Yeah, the baddies ain't nothing but a knockoff of Bad Girls Club. But I'm gonna tell you this right here: the baddies is a little bit more. The content is more strong. There's more stronger content on the Zeus because the Bad Girl Club, pretty much representing girls from all different races and stuff, black, white, Mexican. Zeus ain't nothing but black women from the hood. I think that's how everybody caught on. Well, that's how I knew who Krishan Rock was. Besides her dating the Blueface rapper dude, I just knew Krishan as being one of those baddies girls that want to fight and always getting in the shit. I think baddies is a show for toxic chicks. Chicks is going through a toxic life so they put them on the show, and people that watch the show, they toxic. And tough titty for the men that got to sit there and watch it with their females or their girlfriend. I feel sorry for men that got to sit there and watch that shit with their lady just because their lady want to be up under them and they want them to be around. So, baby, watch this for me. Want you to look at other women. So be some women doing some cool shit, my baby. Show me somebody doing some. These hoes ain't cooked yet on bad. Ain't one of them hoes on baddies cooked yet. I ain't seen one of them hoes prepare a meal yet on baddies. How the fuck you a baddie? Shit's wild, dog. All right, now, okay, I just came across some shit, y'all. This might be a good topic. This lady right here, I met her at my job. Cool white lady, cool white lady. Cool white lady, okay. Now they good for kids to watch that show, man. You get what? And I guess what? Every mother in Shreveport under the 45 age and 55 years, every woman that's under 50 years old in Shreveport, because Shreveport ain't them with a big ass neighborhood, a ghetto hood with a couple of nice neighborhoods on the outside with casinos in it. It's straight hood and projects. All those mothers in Shreveport, they got daughters at 16, 17, 18, 13. They sit up there watching baddies with them kids, with the remote in their hand and the glass of the Stella shit. Or my bad, they graduated to port. They graduated to the port. And they drinking port wine now, y'all. They got away from the Stella Rosa, and then they on that port shit there, which is a dessert wine at an Italian restaurant dress. You want to drink that shit with your tiramisu when you at an Italian restaurant after you eat your regular drink. Every regular food. So this lady, right? I'm not gonna say her name. Her post was, "Mark my words, they're going to come for interracial marriages." She said, "Mark her words." First of all, who are they? Who are going to come for before they come at interracial marriages? They better go at gay marriages first, right? I said it. Before they go to interracial marriages, whoever they are, they need to go to the gay marriages first. If you got a problem with interracial marriages, then you got a problem with gay marriages. If you got a problem with a black and white person marrying each other, you should have a problem with gays marrying each other, gay marriage. It's just gonna say it. Somebody had said it too. They come for gay marriages first. No. Yeah, see. I don't see no lawmakers, man, getting in the way of nobody like, man, that's some bullshit. If that's the case, they better go ahead and take that gay shit away then. I'm sorry, I said it. If they're gonna they're gonna stop interracial relationships, they need to stop pussy on pussy and dick on dick relationships. If they try to take us back to early days, okay. In the early days, they wasn't showing the gay people was uncomfortable like a motherfucker. Gays wasn't being outspoken like they are now and acting all tough and have all the rights they have. If that's the case, they're gonna take us back to the old days. They're gonna take them gay rights away first before they take away any other right. And nothing against gay people. I'm just saying, you just can't shit on motherfuckers and think you just can't take away one thing and don't leave the other. That's supposed to be a sin. That's considered a sin. But I feel where y'all coming from on there. Yeah, they ain't gonna try. I mean, first of all, I don't ever think it's gonna go back to the days before back. The world would never be like it was 200 years ago, 300 years ago. It's too many people that got their own mind. The generations have changed now. As time gets by, kids are gonna start disrespecting their parents a lot more earlier than they have been. Think about how the kids act today, man. Your average 19 to 20-year-old talks back to the older person. 19 and 24, 25-year-old guys think they can beat up older guys, or they don't have no respect for older guys like at my age. So when I was that age, I looked up to guys that was in their 40s, 30s, 45, 50. I ain't disrespected about because I just felt like they wasn't nobody who just talked you crazy like that. They old enough to be my parent. These days, you can tell who talk back to their parents. Like at my job, I got these young people work with me. They always snapping back at you when you're trying to be, critique them on a constructive way. They still talk back. I be like, y'all must talk back to y'all moms. Though. I said, you got to talk back to your parents because you talking back to somebody you don't even know that don't even have that much love, don't even have the same love that your mama have for you, and y'all so bold to talk crazy to somebody that don't have that love that your parents have to you. Like they won't say nothing to do nothing to you, put their hands on you. But the reason why they do that because they know they're in the comfort zone. They had a place to work. Nobody ain't finna do nothing to lose their job. So yeah, they gonna talk crazy. But they just as friendly as they can be when they see you away from work. Because there's no rules, no managers, no pink slip. Well, it depends on what you're changing. Changing the interracial marriages ain't gonna be no growth. Yeah, man, I be like I'm not gonna even, like this is a little chick at my job, man. I think I'm gonna tell you who it be, man. The managers on the job, they create the worst monsters. They 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 uh they give some people so much leeway where they feel like they run shit around there and they can do whatever they want and they can never be in the wrong. Uh, my place has a lot of youngsters, and some of them they try to talk back to you, and when you're talking to them, but like they'll talk they'll fly back to you. But as soon as you say something back to them in a more disrespecting way or kind of match their energy, they go run to the managers. So it's like I'm always telling people, hey, you lucky we at work. Because I mean, something can happen to you outside of work. You see the 48 laws of power. That's what it is. You can't see people try to use some of the rules, man, for the 48 laws of power. They use it in the corporation, and and I'm going to let you know you can't go by some of them laws in the streets. Well, most of them laws you cannot go by in the streets because you'll get beat up. Yeah, that's my opinion right there too, Lisa. put it like this. I'm gonna say it this way. I don't have no problem with interracial marriages. And get what? Marriage is not no marriage is none of my business. But I don't think two men should marry each other and two women should marry each other. I'm just gonna be real. Uh, yeah, it's just not what it is. If that's a problem, then I guess that's a problem. Because I mean, I just don't think two men supposed to be laying in bed with each other. I just don't think that. Two women. I mean, I know guys like to have a menage a trois and all that, have two girls at one time type of shit. But to me, I just think it ain't like that. Because if you can't reproduce together, you can't sister being together. If you can't reproduce together, don't get loose together. If you can't reproduce together, don't get loose together. That's just my thing. Yeah, I don't. Well, nigga be tripping me out, boy. These niggas be tripping me out. Now, I guess that's probably why you feel the way you do, though. When your son or your child is in that way, you don't have no choice but to support them and ride their wave or whatever. I understand that, but I just me just being true to myself. Uh, I hope that's never the case with me. But I'm gonna always love my kids. Uh, I'm never probably gonna understand. I'm not gonna never understand that situation though. Uh, I'm not gonna ever understand it. Uh, it goes into the same bracket as game banging. People would never understand why they game banging, why people game banging. But people never understand why people do drugs or sell drugs. So yeah, if you're not gonna understand that right there, you're not gonna. I don't know. I'm not even gonna get no deep into that topic right there. I'm gonna get away from that right there. I don't want to step on nobody though. For me, just speaking what I feel. Uh, I pray though that I don't have to be in that situation. My homeboy just told me he found out his son, you know, told him that he like boys, and we don't know if that's influenced by the TV or commercials or people at school or you just really like that, you know. Um, but yeah, let me find some more news to talk about though. I'm about to be on that second beer, and I don't want to say nothing too dangerous. All right, let's see what's trending right now. I'm definitely not talking about this guy, the orange guy, because I notice you get your algorithm messes up when you bring up this guy. No, it's all this shit political. Yeah. If y'all want to know what's going on with Yella Beezy's situation, just in case Yella Beezy is a rapper, Dallas local rapper. Um, he had that song, "That's on Me, Baby." That's on me, baby. But yeah, he's Yella Beezy files a motion to modify bond conditions, request work release. So he had that he's going through a case right now where of the Mo3 murder, and they I guess this crime he's charged for murder for hire. I guess they said he paid somebody to kill Mo3, but since this case has been kind of quiet lately, I've been hearing a lot of people say, Yella Beezy might win this case, which I don't wish jail on no man, nobody, at least they really supposed to go to jail. If you raped a child or killed an old person or you killed anybody or had anybody killed, you should go to jail. But if he did this, if he's responsible for what happened with Mo3, then he should go to jail. If he's not responsible, let that man get back to what he was doing and make money and make music. So, yeah, it was going on with Yella Beezy. Damn, that's a crazy article come across. Yeah, Lisa, that was Yella Beezy. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Yeah, that right there. That's I done got it all. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. Yeah, but you know what? He'll never make another hit like that again, though. He'll never make another song like that again. It's crazy how your first song that you got everybody attention on, you still chasing that first that hit again, like a crack fiend chasing that first high. He ain't gonna never make a hit like that again. Now, not saying that he can, but I just know he won't. I know he won't. Mm. HIV hides in the body. These symptoms might reveal its 7 warning signs that you could have HIV. Don't miss this. That's crazy. HIV often develops quietly. The early symptoms so mild they're easily overlooked or mistaken for common illnesses. Okay, damn. Yet this is. Let me up, my eyes are bad. Damn. There we go. Yet this is when the virus is most contagious and when timely detection matters most. HIV targets the immune system, and without treatment, it gradually erodes the body defenses. Being aware of the earliest red flags can lead to early diagnosis, access to antiretroviral therapy, and a healthier, longer life. Hmm. Yeah, that was a hit, Lisa. That's on me, baby. That's on me. I think he had came out with another song after that that was kind of jamming a little bit. I mean, he's a great rapper. He's a great rapper. Not saying he's not a great rapper, but just making a hit song though. Like somebody's going like, "That's on me, baby." That's gonna be something we gonna be saying this shit 15 years from now, 10 years from now. So that's on me, baby. Like he gonna be able to perform that song 10 years from now on the stage because people gonna still get, it's a crowd out there for that. The HIV rates are very high right now. Yeah, they very are. I'm reading it right now. All of a sudden, It's on trending news. My battery low, so I'm saying good night. All right, there, Virgo Queen. I appreciate you for tapping in, showing your love. I started late tonight anyway. That's on me, baby. I think we kind of like had a little fun tonight. That leaves me, I guess, down to me and you now, Lisa. You know, tonight, a little hour and a half show, a little over an hour show, you know. Um, I want to have something to talk about tonight. We found something, you know. I'll be getting back with you guys probably again later this week. Probably, you say you talk to your kids all the time about it. Yeah, you see your kids at that stage too now. And my kids are too. You know, my two daughters. My daughters, one is 19, about to be 20, and one's about to be 15. So I know the mothers are talking to them about that type of stuff right now because of who they are. But I haven't. I don't feel there's a need to talk to my son about it. Also, I don't really just. I mean, I haven't just got around my daughters them in a situation where I got to bring something like that. I don't want to bring nothing like that up on the argument situation, especially with my son's around who's 9, who has no idea what anything that he just have no idea about any of that type of stuff. But yeah, it's good you talk to your kids like that though about everything. Go ahead and tap in and hit that like button for your boy Cuddy J. I sure appreciate that like. Whoever gave me that like, appreciate that like. It's the Kickback Network, the host Cuddy J. We were talking about earlier. If y'all wondering what was going on with the conversation earlier, you look at the thumbnail and the title. We were talking about Vlad, DJ Vlad, dissing on the FBA, saying that they are prejudiced and racist for African people, or they think he thinks it's stupid, and he called them stupid for boycotting African shops that are based in the black community, where they spend their hard-earned money in these places, but get treated with disrespect and very rudely by Africans and Asians and the Middle East guys. So the boycotting part ain't even no big deal. It's the part where he's saying that they prejudiced and they racist. Yeah, you gotta talk to your son, though. The sons, the boys, you definitely gotta talk to them about it because you know they more like jackrabbits. You know what I'm saying? When they first they want to be out there. Uh, I me and my son gonna have a lot of talks. We're gonna have talks about a lot of things. You know, um, when it's time to talk about things like that. You know, I'm not supposed to talk about things. He's not. It's a lot of things I don't really just talk to my son about right now because he's not on that level to understand it. Luckily, gladly, I got the type of women that mother my daughters because they're gonna give them the game A1 steak sauce. They're not gonna be sugarcoating anything for them, or they're not gonna hold back on what they supposed to, how they feel about things. Um, yeah, he's young. He doesn't. I mean, I'm not gonna start. Me and my son are not gonna start having conversations like this until about 4, 5, 6 more years. You know, he's 9. He about to be 10. He about to be 10 in October. And I say around about 4, 5, 6 years from now, like I said, it depends on. I would know when I need to talk to my son about certain things. Um, and like even just being around my son every other week when I do be around him, even though I talk to him on the phone, but once I do be around him in a public matter, I can tell I peep his energy and I read his body language and I look at all type of stuff to just see. Because when you're not around your kids out there a while, you can tell this they graduated to another level of something when you're around them. The conversation start getting to a little higher degree. Uh, the way they walk, their attitude, everything. And I'm starting to notice that with my son. Every time I be around my son, he's growing up. I like it though. It's a good part of growing up, not like a bad growing up part. My daughter, I don't really think she kind of like tucks herself, her character and her personality in with me because I'm the dad and she a girl. Um, but I know she show her personality a lot when she's around her mom more than she does when she's around me because that's her mom. Also, her brother, she does the same thing with her brother. She's more outgoing and more out talking with her brother than she is with me. When we all sitting in the car with each other. I appreciate that, Lisa. I appreciate you, Lisa. Uh, that's not even an opinion, though. That's a fact that I am a good dad. Uh, ain't no smut on my name when it comes to that. I think everybody I surround myself with are great parents. You know, I don't have nobody that's a deadbeat father or a deadbeat mother that I hang around. Now I know some fathers. I know from a distance. I know there's some fathers or women or mothers that are dealing with some situations that are preventing them to be around their kids like they want to. But yeah. But yeah, guys, Lisa, I appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Once again, anything you want to say before you leave, or we get off this video, end this video? I'm not sleepy. I'm just kind of like, I just want to chill. You let my brain breathe a little bit. I might get on the phone for a second. I was meaning to call somebody before I even went live, but I knew that conversation would have override me going live. But I got to make a call, chat with somebody. You have a good night too as well, and all you other guys that tapped in and listen to me, I appreciate that. I'll see y'all again. Hit that like button if you haven't. But it's your boy Cutter J of the Kickback Network. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Holla at y'all.